Premiership powerhouse Chelsea returned to Malaysia today with their star-studded squad and their new manager Andre Villas Boa in tow. Chelsea were back in the region for their 15-day Asian tour, which sees the West London club taking in 4 matches in 3 countries. Friendlies against a Malaysian selection on Thursday evening at the National Stadium in Bukit Jalil, the Thailand All-Stars in Bangkok, Hong Kong champions Kitchee, and either Blackburn Rovers or Aston Villa in Hong Kong will offer the new Chelsea gaffer an opportunity to gain better insight into the strengths and weaknesses of the team he has inherited. Speaking at a press conference in Petaling Jaya shortly after the team's arrival at their hotel today, Villas Boa confirmed that assessing his players was what he intended to do on this Asian tour.
There's plenty of talent in this squad, as I told you before in the press conferences, and I want to believe that the players can still find new things in them to exploit, and I want to fully potentiate their talent. So then again, it's always them that offer to me rather than myself offering to them. Regarding our preparation will continue in Asia. We are very glad that we are here sharing these experiences with you, because it was important for us to touch on the Asian market and the amount of fans that we have in Asia. We will continue with our philosophy in the first game of 45 minutes, and both two teams in each 45 minutes, and well, we're trying gradually to build on a new way of playing, and getting together of ideas, and hopefully by 7th of August, when we initiate the week running into the Stoke game, we'll be able to be already with almost the experiences that we need to bring us to success against Stoke.
Sidestepping the inevitable question about potential transfer targets and a certain Luka Modric from Spurs, Villas Boa spoke of his desire to get the best out of the current crop of players that he currently has at his disposal before deciding on any major changes in his playing personnel.
There's no sense of urgency. I mean, it's still a big 15 days for us to go through in terms of activities and games and training sessions. And again, I mean, when we go to the market, hopefully we can go to the market and do a proper business. No, I think it was fair based on the people that are around this year that weren't around when Chelsea finished last season, for me to take a look at them, and that's why we took the decision to bring Patrick, Ryan, and Daniel, Billy Clifford, and Rajkovic, and Kakuta, which left us for Colombia for the World Cup. So I mean, I think it's important for me to see them in training situation, and that's what we are trying to do.
England midfielder Frank Lampard was also present at the press conference and spoke of the differences that have occurred with the introduction of yet another new face in the Chelsea managerial hot seat.
No, there are some differences. I think on the training ground was a different type of training to what we've been used to. And as I say, I think everyone's reacted very well to that. It's very interesting training, but the training's always very fast-paced, always very intense. And there's not one session where players can relax or be sloppy and not be fully focused. And that's how it has to be. If you want to prepare for a season, to try and challenge in the Premier League, it has to be there. You have to train as you want to play, and the manager's certainly brought that in so far. I think there's some discipline and rules that is pretty normal. The manager said he respects us and doesn't want to lay down too many laws, but he expects us to understand the laws without having to tell us, and I think he's got a good bunch in our squad to do that. So there's not too many changes, but as I said before, everyone's reacted well to the changes we've had.
When one local journalist inquired as to what it was like to work for a manager the same age that he was, Lampard was quick to reply.
I think the fact that Andre's a young manager for us is pretty irrelevant. I think it's nice. It's a nice freshness to play with something new, a new style, new training from last year. But what is important is the quality of the manager. I think you saw that in Porto last year. a lot of us are lucky that we've worked with the manager before, so there's a nice continuity there where we know his ideals in the game, very similar to what we've experienced before. So I think there's a real excitement in the squad for the fresh challenge, and we've been together now 10 days training hard. Everyone's reacted, I think, very well, and we're looking forward to this trip and obviously looking forward to the season.
And as for their growing Asian fan base here in Malaysia, Villas Boa had this to share.
Well, it's 15 days, and it's going to be a frenetic 15 days, but it's part of the tour, and we are happy to take it like that. I mean, it's nothing new that the top European teams move abroad, not only to show themselves to the fans based abroad, but also to get together in that sense. So, I mean, it's going to be an intense 15 days. I mean, this is always important. You can do it in Asia, or you can do it in Europe, or in America or other countries. But it's always important for us to touch on the people that loves us and are far away from us.